So I'm Meenakshi, your host for this evening. And one more reminder, if you could switch off and mute your phones so we can have an uninterrupted session, that would be really appreciated. On behalf of and as a member of Harvard Business School Association of Boston, I welcome and thank you all for joining tonight. A quick introduction of our club. We are an alumni club whose mission is to connect leaders to make a difference in the world. We are the second largest HBS alumni association in the world and an old one too. 2023 marked the 100-year anniversary of HBSAB, and we reach over 13,000 individuals in the greater Boston area. Throughout the year, we plan exciting events, activities, including seminars, workshops, on a varied range of topics, including advanced computing, financial planning, spirituality, well-being. And if you are interested more, feel free to check out the website hbsab.org. Now, coming to the evening, special evening today, we have planned a very special evening for you, and it's a very packed agenda as well. We begin with a prayer, followed by an introduction to our revered speaker for today, and get to listen to him for around 45 minutes. After that, we'll have some time for Q&A and a short guided meditation. Now I invite Sujata, Purvi, and Neena, students from Chandan Institute of Kathak Dance, a non-profit organization based in Massachusetts dedicated to Kathak dance. Under the artistic direction of Gretchen Hayden, Chandika provides a stimulating, supportive, and multicultural environment in which to explore the physical, intellectual, and spiritual benefits of Kathak. Today, they are going to open the program with a prayerful and meditative performance, offering humble respect to all the animate and inanimate beings. As they perform, let's also remember our teachers, professors, guides, coaches, parents, and friends, and pay our gratitude. Thanks.
यतो दृष्टि ततो मनः यतो मनः सतो भावो यतो भावो ततो रसः।
Thank you for the beautiful video. Now I invite Anva to introduce our speaker for today, Paramhansa Pragyananandaji, lovingly also called Guruji. Anva.
Good evening, namaskar, and welcome to today's program. I am Anuva Aishwarya, and today I have been given the very difficult task by Meenakshi Ma of introducing our esteemed speaker of the day, who is also my guru, Paramahamsa Pragyanananda, or as I lovingly address him, Baba. The passage of time and some introspection has made me realize that God has been extremely merciful to me in showering His blessings. And one of the greatest blessings of His has been connecting me to Baba in the year 2007 in Balighai, Puri, in the state of Odisha in India. And a lot of my worldview, my personal and spiritual life has been shaped by this event and His presence in my life. And in a strange twist of fate, today I find myself standing here, grappling for the right words to describe my love for my beloved Baba and introduce him. So I will stick to the facts and briefly recap the life of our beloved Gurudev, Paramahamsa Pragyananandaji, and throw some light on his journey for our audience. Born as Triloki Das to loving parents by Devi and Niranjan Das on August 10, 1959 in Patamonde, which is in the Kendrapada district of Odisha in India, our Guruji was a young and inquisitive child who was constantly drawn to holy books and sought the company of saints, monks, and spiritual teachers. He received his higher education in Cuttack, Odisha, and later joined the prestigious Ravenshaw College in Cuttack teaching economics. In 1980, life took an interesting and extraordinary turn for this 21-year-old, economic student, and Tiloki Das's search for truth led him to his Gurudev, Paramahamsa Hariharanandaji. A renowned Kriya yogi from an illustrious chain of realized masters, Gurudev showered his blessings and initiated him into Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is an ancient yogic technique as well as an age-old tradition that originates in ancient India. It is based on the science of breath and is a way of living with peace, bliss, and harmony. Baba was initiated into sannyasa, a path of renunciation, on April 25, 1995, by his revered Gurudev, giving him his new name, Swami Pragyanananda Giri. 3 years later, at the age of 39, on his very own birthday, August 10, 1998, he was conferred the highest title of Paramahamsa, a designation reserved for monks and saints who have attained the summit of realization. Today, he serves as a spiritual leader of the Kriya Yoga international organizations and guides spiritual seekers around the world on the path of realization. He divides his time running the main ashrams in Puri, Cuttack, Vienna, Miami, spreading spiritual knowledge and teaching the ancient science of Kriya Yoga via seminars and retreats all over the world. He has authored numerous books on the science of yoga, practical guidelines to the application of Vedantic philosophy, and insightful commentaries on the major holy scriptures and world religions. While serving as the head of Pragyana Mission, he has helped establish organizations providing services such as free medical assistance units and centers, residential schools for orphan kids, and disaster relief during multiple cyclones in Odisha. He has launched an initiative to preserve several breeds of native cows in India that are on the brink of extinction. Today, we're truly blessed to be in his company. This year also marks the 50-year anniversary of Sri Gurudev coming to the West. So we will watch a video pertaining to this before we hear it from him about today's topic of finding success and peace in the modern world. Can I have the... Okay, thank you.
Please tell me which 7 planets relate to what part I just got. Positive calm in the college, take admission in the college, then you study, then you will come to know. And if I say something, immediately you will learn.
In 1935, in Kolkata, Bengal, India, a young man named Ravi Bhattacharya met Paramahansa Yogananda. During the meeting, Master Yogananda allowed young Ravi to witness the rare Samadhi state, a yogi's entrance into cosmic God consciousness. Ravi was overwhelmed to behold Yogananda's body luminous with divine light without heartbeat, pulse, or breath. Ravi wanted to receive further advanced instructions in the practice of Kriya Yoga, as he had been practicing for several years, under the guidance of Yogananda's guru teacher, Swami Sri Yukteswar Giri. Yoganandaji kindly and sympathetically granted his desire. Years later, now known as Swami Hariharananda, Robi's youngest nephew was astonished to see that his uncle had indeed practiced what he was taught by Paramahamsa Yoganandaji.
I was sitting on my elder brother's lap, just on the side of my mother. And after some time, I could see the jyotis coming out from his body. And I didn't know what was that. And they were of different colors, all coming out as a flashlight from his body, from his head, from his hand, from his leg. And he was sitting absolutely in samadhi state. That is my first memory as my uncle.
Sri Gurudev Paramahamsa Hariharananda's unique contribution to the spiritual science of Kriya Yoga lies in the understanding of the core principles of the practice itself, Kriya and Ya. By understanding this, all of life's experiences become transformative in a positive way.
In every step of your life, Kriya, the power of God is going with you. This is Kriya and Ya. If you feel it constantly, then automatically you get a change. In every step you will feel the power from that.
Through this direct guidance, his disciple students began to learn Kriya Yoga by experience.
You could feel him connecting with each and every person in that room, acknowledging each one as an individual and making a heartfelt connection with each one. And all this was done in silence.
But our life is short, our difficulties are many, our activities are more. So we require the essence of all religions, the shortcut technique by which in 5 minutes time you will get a new sensation in your body.
With Sri Gurudev, it was not merely paint by numbers following. It was the understanding of the underlying principle that allowed the students to gain access to this wonderful thing that all can experience if they are willing to learn and practice.
Every religion teaches how to get God realization. But Kriya Yoga teaches how to get sound body, sound brain, sound memory. It is based on deep long breath. Sufficient oxygen is going in the brain. So oxygen is the nutrition of the brain. So the memory will be sharp. The student can read nicely. And ordinary people, they can get prompt understanding, ready with. They can judge what is right and wrong. This is scientific.
It is said that the mark of the master teacher is in the transformation and excellence of their students, who become touchstones of the teaching itself. It is here that we see the combination of the greatness that was Paramahamsa Hariharananda.
I want to bow every human being, those who are here, those who are not here. I also say, you also should perceive that you are the living power of God. And in every step of your life, you feel that whatever you are seeing in the universe, it is only He who is alive, is all-pervading, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. I want to bow. Thank you very much.
Mama, please, we We can't wait to hear from you.
I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. Good evening to all of you. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we all have assembled here in Boston and in this temple of learning to commemorate the 50th anniversary of my Gurudev's coming to West. When I enter any educational institution, I feel I am a student. It doesn't matter a primary school or a prestigious university in the world. We plan a lot, just like it was planned for me to come to Boston in 2020. But it happened in 2024. There is a proverb, man proposes, God disposes. However, to be here in the city of Boston gives me a joy. It is the city which welcomed Swami Vivekananda, which welcomed the great Kriya Yogi, Paramahamsa Yoganandaji. Not only that, Boston for quite a few years was the home of Yoganandaji. He came at the age of 27 and he gave his life completely to West and especially to USA. When I sit here this evening to speak to you, and the topic I forgot. Finding success and peace in the modern world. I don't understand what modern world is. Somebody said modern time is that time when people have no time. I read somewhere many decades ago, there was a cartoon in the newspaper. People from other planet looking at our earth, and all are running. And from other planet, what these fellows are doing. So somebody said that they're running, they don't know for what they're running for. Everybody is busy, but for what? When I was young teacher, as casual conversation, I asked my colleague, "How are you?" He said, "Happy, but." I said, "Where is but?" He was little older than me. I was 23, 24. He must be 28, 29. And young, dynamic, well educated, well placed. What happened? You are happy, but he said it's quite difficult. I said, for what? He said, coming to work, going back, to cook, to clean, because he was not married. Then he got married. I said, how are you? He said, happy, but. What happened to you? You know, I don't want to take more time to explain this but. In this topic, how to find success and happiness. In English dictionary, you will find success later, happiness faster, before. Because happiness begins with H and success begins with S. We want success, 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 but what is the success? At the end of the day, if we do not get that relaxation, joy, happiness, is it a day of success? The modern day, modern time, modern world, it makes everything so stressful. It was during COVID time. I was to take my flight from New York to India. You know, you should have that COVID test, everything. We boarded the flight. The flight was to take off. Then there was announcement to leave the aircraft. Then they announced the flight is cancelled. I was observing silence, not talking. And I was watching people. Flight is cancelled, flight is cancelled. I have no telephone with me. I have no internet connectivity with anybody. I was quite peaceful, comfortable. What to do? Flight got cancelled. But people were shouting, screaming, unhappy. Why? Have you not read? That which cannot be altered must be endured. I can't change anything. The flight is cancelled. You have to wait for next day or the next flight. Whatever the airlines will do, we are at the mercy of the airways. It is not in your hand. So, what is happening to us with a little happening? We get upset, worried, stressed out. Sometimes people say there is nervous breakdown, and so on. My loving friends, in the morning we tell good morning. In India, when we grew up, there was no good morning. We grew up in our own traditional way. We prayed to God. Oh God, give us strength that let this day pass on joyfully. Good evening also, it was not there. Evening we prayed to God as little kids. Before going to bed, we also prayed to God. So, prayer was our life. This good morning is that morning if you get up from your bed completely fresh, joyful, energetic, full of life. The day is a good day if you work with full enthusiasm, not tired. Contributing what you should do and without unhappiness, stress, anxiety, fear. That evening is good evening. If you come back to your home, again, peaceful, loving, and that night is good night if you retire to your bed joyfully. Is it happening to us? I remember in my school days, I read one English poem, The Enchanted Shirt. A king was sick. Everybody tried to treat him, doctors, traditional, healers. None could heal, none could cure. One wise person said that if the king can have the shirt of a happy person, just one night will be healed, will be cured. Search for a happy person. Searched everywhere, nobody is happy. And found one person is really happy and asked, can you give your shirt? He said, I have no shirt. The enchanted shirt. We have many things. Do you know, a teacher asked the student, showing one glass, half water. The glass is having. He asked, what do you see? Somebody said it's half empty. Another says, no, sir, it is half full. One student stood up, said, sir, it is complete, completely full. He asked the first student, why did you say half empty? Because half is water, the rest is empty. Then he said, why did you say half full? He said, there is half water. How could you say complete? He said, half is filled with water, the rest half is filled with air. One who said it is half empty is pessimistic. One who told it is half full, it is optimistic. He is optimistic. One who said it is always full, it's mystic. In our life, we have, I'm not talking of Karl Marx, who spoke about those who have and those who have not. We have. By grace of God, we are human beings. We are not animals. Do you know there was a conference of tigers? The tigers said that now the human beings are describing us as the endangered species going for extinction. So what to do? So some said it is better for us to live in zoo. We should leave the forest. Then they said it is better for the human beings to be sent to the zoo than us. We the human beings, we are considered as the best of creation. We are the human beings, we have been blessed with a specialized brain. We are the human beings, we have a spine which we can keep vertical to the ground, which other animals not. We are the human beings. We have the ability either way to protect, to preserve, and to manifest positivity, or to destroy and bring chaos. We are the human beings, have multiple choices. Simple thing, what to eat. A tiger has no choice to be vegetarian or non-vegetarian. A rabbit has no choice to be vegetarian or non-vegetarian. We the human beings, we have the choice what to eat, what not to eat. We the human beings, we have the ability not only to be healthy, to be happy, to be successful. We have the ability to make others happy, others healthy, others joyful. Not only that, to preserve the entire creation. We can either preserve or we can destroy. Do you know, we are living in this modern world. In this modern world, I'll compare with in my life. When I was a little child, why child? This year we are celebrating 50 years of Gurudev's coming to West. This is 50 years of me knowing Gurudev. I knew Gurudev through newspaper. 1974, I was a 14, 15 years old boy. This is the 50th year of my coming to the Himalayas. As a school boy, I came to leaving my home for nearly a month. And Himalaya was not in our backyard. It was more than, how many? Maybe 1,200 kilometers, 800 miles, 900 miles from our home. And during those days, communication. For more than a month, I stayed out. Every alternative day, I was sending a postcard. Do you know what happened? After more than a month, when I came back from the bus stop, carrying my bag, putting in a rickshaw, I was walking. The postman said, some postcard for your home. And he gave all the postcards to me. None of the postcards reached home within 1 month or little more than a month. I reached home. Nobody knew that I'm returning. And they were accusing me that you didn't write anything. What happened to you? I said, I wrote all these postcards, and this is the postman giving me. And this is that was 50 years ago this happened. And now a rickshaw puller, a street vendor in India, and using WhatsApp and selling nowadays this electronic payment, no cash, just his roadside, they're doing all this business in India. This is the modern world. Do you know, in the modern world, our artificial intelligence, our efficiency, our mobility, our ability has multiplied so much, but you will say, what but? The but is, are we really successful? Are we really happy? Are we really in joy? Are we really in peace? My friends, if I ask what is this word peace, what shall you tell? Have you not read War and Peace? I think you might have at least heard a book written by Tolstoy, Leo Tolstoy. I love him. I love his stories. I love his. Recently, I was reading his book, Kingdom of Heaven is Within You. The Kingdom of Heaven is Within You, Tolstoy. What is peace if there is no war? That is the ordinary meaning. If there is no war, can you tell me on this earth, at any point of time, I'm talking the socially or politically, there was no war? Any time? At least as we know in the past few centuries, any time will tell that there was no war at all. Can you imagine? If the absence of war is peace, so then there is no peace. Somebody wrote that United Nations, League of Nations, then United Nations, he said United Nations cannot bring peace. One wrote who is no more. And I became curious that is it really true? He said the headquarters of United Nations is located on a piece of land which was a slaughterhouse and which has the cry of innocent animals which has been slaughtered in the past. I thought, is it really true? Last year, I was in New York. I asked somebody, is it really true? They searched in, nowadays, we have internet, Google Guru. They found it is true. Where is peace? What is peace? If I ask, what is peace? The word peace, I'll take you to understand from scriptural context or the Vedic context. The Vedic scriptures began with peace prayer. There is simple prayer, peace sarve bhavantu sukhina. Let all be happy. Sarve santu niramaya. Let all be free from diseases, sufferings. Sarve bhadrani pasyantu. Let all see goodness everywhere. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Let there be no trace of misery or suffering. Then it is said, Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace. Oh God, let there be peace. What is this peace? In Sanskrit, this word peace is Shanti. Somebody asked, Swamiji, how can I find Shanti? In India, we have the girl's name, Shanti. Then the teacher said, you can find one young girl whose name is Shanti and get married. You will have Shanti. Shanti is peace. The word Shanti comes from Sham Dhatu. The verb is Sham. Sham is good. You want peace? See good. You want peace in your life? Don't find fault in others. Don't see negative in others. Our eyes, our mind, our outlook, our perception, how is it? If our mind is not peaceful, if our senses are not peaceful, if our mind is not disciplined, if our senses are not disciplined, no peace. again to take you to be successful, without peace of mind, we cannot be successful in study. Without disciplined mind and senses, we cannot be successful in our profession. We want to discipline our life to be successful, to be in peace. Very simple way. Are we being taught in our world, modern world, to discipline our life? Do you know, day for yesterday evening I was in Budapest. So it was 30 years of Kriya in that country. The hall was with people, so the stage was not high so that I can sit and you can see me. So I saw that if I'm sitting like this, they can't see me because I'm so small. So I stood up and I wanted to talk standing. Then I looked at them, I said, do you know why I want to talk to you standing? They looked at me, no, we don't know. I said, I want to talk you standing because for two reasons. One reason is I can see you all. Why do I want to see you all, do you know? Because you all are beautiful. I want to see your beautiful faces. And this is the world. Can we see beauty in others? A friend asked another friend, they were talking, how are you? He said, miserable life. Why? Because of my wife. What happened with your wife? You said, horrible. Since my marriage, always, have you ever seen anything good in your wife? There is nothing good. He said, something wrong in your life. He said, what is wrong? He said, you don't know how to appreciate. There is no one who is not good. We all are mixture of two. Just like the moon is beautiful, but it has some dark spots. If you look at the dark spot, you can't see the beauty of moon. You learn to appreciate. What shall I appreciate? He said, do one thing. Today when you go back, you appreciate the food of your wife, whatever she has cooked. So when he went there and he told, the food was served, the dinner. So today the food is really nice. I appreciate your food. He said, enough. Have you ever appreciated my food after my marriage since today? Today I brought food from the restaurant because I was not feeling good. It is in our hand how to live, how to look, we don't know how to appreciate, how to see good in others, how to see. My friends, we all have assembled here in this modern time, and you have given your time to me, and I am ready to give my time to you. And here we are, to be a little joyful just now. I am a student of economics. They introduced, Anuva told. And in economics, when my Gurudev told me that why you are spending so much of money every day commuting from Cuttack to Puri, so much of strain, I smiled. I said, Baba, I'm a student of economics. He said, so what? He said, I know how to invest. As a student of economics, I know how to invest. And to invest in such a way to get the maximum dividend, the return. Very simple example. Now I smile. If I smile, will you frown at me? No. I give a little smile to you. How many smiles I get back? Is it not the highest investment? Invest one, get back hundreds, and instant. So here there is, No stock market crash, not losing anything, always gaining. Do you know, a cheerful mind, happy mind, joyful mind can learn more, can work more, can be more efficient. On the other hand, a grumpy mind, and so on. How are we? Somebody asked, Swamiji, I said, yes. Are you successful? I said, the most successful. He said, how? The question is how? How to see that a person is really successful? Do you know, I was born in a village. And now I'm sitting here with you. I was born in a village where there was no electricity. Till I was 20, 21, no electricity. And now, I studied in a school, my primary school, one teacher, 4 classes. I studied myself. Preschool, class 1, 2, 3, 4 classes. We called lower primary. One teacher, 4 classes. And teacher was efficient. And there I studied. You can imagine, have I not studied well? Did not that one teacher teaching nearly 100 kids and dividing his time going from this part of there was no classrooms in one hall. Here the group, another group, another group. We studied. Am I not a successful student? In the same way, if I tell, in Kriya Yoga, we speak of chakras in the body. The chakras in the body, the bottom chakra is the money center. It is in the body, in the base of the spine. If you think of financially, I was in one, there was a very famous yogi, I'll not tell his name. He was quite famous in West. Somebody asked him, because he had many rings. He asked, Papa, why do you have so many rings in your hand? He said, he was very joyfully telling, because I'm rich. He said, because I was sitting there. He said, because I'm rich. So once I told in New York City, do you know how rich I am? They looked at me. I said, never disclose it. If I want to stay one night here, will you keep me at your home? Everybody said yes. I said, then how many houses I have in New York City? If you have a car, you will drive me because I don't know how to drive. You will become my driver. So I have, do you know, when I landed in Vienna 30 years ago, October 3rd, it will be completing 30 years. So the person who drove me, she didn't understand English. I didn't understand German. So then somebody told me, do you know Swamiji? At that time I was not Swami. The car in which you sat, with that car you can have one ashram in India, 30 years ago. I said, what? One car, one ashram? And that car, later on I knew that that car was very expensive car. Really expensive. So, am I not rich? Do you know, once upon a time I was traveling in West, not with a single coin with me. Nothing. But coin doesn't, or your credit card or your bank balance doesn't make you rich. But you are rich if your mind is rich. If your heart is rich. And so also, I will tell, look, I'm flying here and there, I'm rich. You are taking care of me, I'm rich. We want to be successful in every way. For our own success, we need few things. I'll tell you a few tips to conclude my talk. First thing is, to be successful, to be peaceful, we need a healthy body. If the body is not healthy, because body is like the motor car, body is like the house, body is like the clothes, body should be beautiful, body should be healthy, body should be active, body should be dynamic. But how? Good food in moderation, at regular interval. Chew. Food is good, but I saw one young, cute little girl, because I was staying in their home. Parents have gone to work. I was alone at home and I was meditating, and because my duty was in morning or evening, little satsang or meditation for others, rest of the time. So she came back from school. I'm telling it is in 1997 in West. So dropped her school bag, opened the fridge, brought some food, put it in microwave, switched on the television, and food was warmed. Then brought the food, telephone was ringing, holding the telephone like this, plate like this, and looking at the television. She's now a doctor, a gynecologist. Do you know what happened to her? The parents asked me, what's she to study? I said, better to be a doctor. But she ended up first studying, they call it nowadays actuarian science. Have you heard about it? Actuarian science. However, she was very bright, but after 1 year of study, she decided, I will not study this. Came back to medical school. So when I looked at her as a little girl, I told, hey, if you want to talk, talk. If you want to eat, eat. If you want to watch, watch. Don't put all the things at a time. Neither you are enjoying food, nor you are enjoying your talk, nor you are enjoying the television show. What are you doing? We need good health, good food, exercises. To keep the body healthy, exercises or yoga or walk. To keep the body healthy, drink plenty of water. To keep the body healthy, avoid those things which are not really good for health. To keep the body healthy, the body needs some rest. You should give some rest to the body. To be successful and happy, take care of your mind. As I told you, that little girl, how is your mind? Is your mind focused? Is your mind concentrated? Is your mind goal-oriented? Is your mind stressful or relaxed? Do you know, one day my Gurudev and me, it was in Miami, maybe in 1997 again. So there was a public lecture. The hall was packed. My Gurudev was sitting on a sofa. Then I was talking. Then I heard the sound. Do you know what sound? Snoring sound. While talking, I turned my body, and Gurudev was sleeping. And everybody was smiling. Then I told, do you know, this is beauty of Kriya Yoga. You can relax at any time, at any place. So then I continued my talk, and he was sleeping. Then I finished my talk. Do you know what happened? No sooner did I finish than Gurudev got up instantly, taking the microphone. He said, he spoke in English. Now Hari Harananda will speak in his own language, the language of love. And he continued from where I stopped. He was sleeping or he was listening. It was a mystery. It is the mind. Problem in this world, it is because of crazy mind. Problem in our life, it is because of our restless mind. Problem with the young people, more with, confused mind. How is your mind? Is your mind peaceful? Is your mind focused? Is your mind joyful? Is your memory good? Is your, it is in our hand. If we want to be successful and peaceful in this modern world, meditate every day. You will tell no time. There is no need of time. Kriya Yoga is very interesting. You can meditate with eyes closed, you can meditate with eyes open. Sometimes people ask me, Swamiji, how long do you meditate? I ask, what type of meditation you talk? When I'm walking, I'm meditating. When I'm cooking, I'm meditating. When I'm talking, I'm meditating. And also I'm meditating with eyes closed. Which meditation you want to know? Because meditation doesn't mean only with eyes closed. Yes, you have to practice few minutes with eyes closed, but most of the time we keep the eyes open. We have to learn how to meditate with eyes open. Meditate every day. The last to be successful and happy in life, learn smiling. Smile. Problem will come, smile. Once two sisters in the name of diseases enter two persons' body. So one became so sick because both became sick. So that sister stayed with her, that sickness, stayed with that person longer. The other person and he started smiling. And that sickness thought to God, he's smiling. I have come here, he's smiling. What has happened? He thought, okay, sickness has come to me. Welcome. Then he stopped eating. Fasting, whatever is to be done to prevent. She started doing this. In no time, the sickness disappeared. After some time, the two sisters, the sickness, they met each other. The other one was looking very healthy. She was emaciated. What happened? He said, you don't know. I went to a wrong person first. When he saw me, started smiling. Then started fasting. Then started doing exercises. Then, like this, I didn't find a place. I ran away from him. And you, oh God, the moment I entered, he was so upset, sad. This thing happened to me. Why this thing came to me? What shall I do? Nobody is with me. I don't have health insurance. I don't have, so on. So I stayed with her longer. Keep smiling. If you learn how to smile, that is why Paramahansa Yogananda said, be a smile millionaire. Be a smile millionaire. Paramahansa Yogananda said, wherever you go, carry a portable heaven with you. The meaning is, wherever you go, be like an angel. Why? What is happening? I go for walk. Nowadays, I'm observing silence. Recently, I'm talking. Talking means, last year I was talking only in satsang. This year I am talking little more. So when I go for walking this morning, I was for walk. We went at 5 o'clock. It was quite dark. So we were walking. Whomever I saw, I said, good morning. If you say good morning, they have to say good morning. If you smile and wave your hand, they have to smile and wave their hand. Smile is a contagious disease. It infects so much. Just smile. And smile increases your face value. Smile increases your immunity. Smile increases your efficiency. Smile increases your health. How many times do you smile in a day? There is a doctor who is still alive. He must be in his late 80s, Gurudev's disciple. When he comes, it is in India, there will be many patients waiting for him. So he will come and because once I visited him and I saw, he will greet everybody. He said, thank you all. Do not, when you have come here, don't sit with gloomy face. Keep smiling. Then he will tell a little joke. Then he will go to his office and one after the other, the patients will come. We should learn smiling. My friends, we are living in the most sophisticated country of the world, educated country. We are sitting in such prestigious institution, the university. But unfortunately, modern education is not teaching how to live. How to live in this world, how to live, how to minimize my need. Nowadays, I have made a policy to use less water. You'll say, how? So when I started using less water, some people in West told, oh, in India there is water crisis. Here we have plenty of water. I said, no. Use water as much is needed wherever we are. Water is, the Vedic culture tells everything is God. Water is God. Use, don't misuse. Use, don't abuse. Use, don't. So we should use food as much as you need, don't waste. So we should learn how to live. If we want to be happy, maybe I'll add a little, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, use it. We are living in this modern world. We are living in this modern society. We should keep our mind and heart open. We should learn which is good. We should learn how to love. We should love all. It doesn't matter which religion, which country, which culture, which language, which gender, it doesn't matter. With these few words, I think I should give time for some question and answer. So I don't know how you are going to conduct the question and answer.
We have two volunteers. Anybody who has questions related to Kriya Yoga or the talk, please raise your hand and they'll get a mic to you.
If there is question.
Very inspiring, Baba, as always. Just wanted to follow up on what you just said, which is always learn to love people, always learn to, look at them with love. But what if this person has aggravated you? What if they've made you really angry with something? And how do you continue to love and work with them?
Thank you. I hope you understood how to love somebody who is not nice to us. This is any more question, please? Do you know what I'll do? I want to know how many questions, then accordingly I'll answer.
Thank you so much for your nice talk. I have a question. You said enjoy everything, whatever you're doing at the same pace. But in life, the things are such, like you continuously move on. Like you say, when you eat, you enjoy it. When I think tough part is when you're studying or working, when you're working, yes, some things to take care and sometimes you're eating and you're trying to finish the work. And then the next day starts. How to maintain and, if possible, how to slow down the pace so that you can enjoy those things that you said.
Okay, if I understood you, so the question is, we are living in a time which is too fast. We have to do many things. So you have to eat and drive. You have to do this and do this. How to slow down and to enjoy and to do everything. That is the question. Thank you. Anybody else? That's here.
Namaste. I have an 8-year-old child who loves to read while eating. And I tell him, you cannot do both at the same time, so he will not focus on eating. But he loves to read. He wants to be fed. His focus is not on how to get him to understand. Like you were saying, focus on one thing at a time. No matter how much we try to show him by actions, he doesn't seem to understand how to explain that to a child.
Okay. So the same question in a different way and a practical problem. Any more question? Please.
It is difficult to progress spiritually without a guru. So the question is, do you find a guru or a guru finds you?
Thank you. So in spiritual life, we need a guru. You find guru or the guru finds you? Beautiful question. Any more question, please?
How do you get over the loss of someone? How do you get over the grief or loss of someone?
How to get over?
Loss of grief.
Grief or loss of someone.
Oh, grief, loss of. Here.
My question is, I'm currently a student, and I'm wondering how being in academia versus searching on a spiritual path, how those can intersect, and how can academia and being in it help the spiritual path?
So I think, if I understand, to combine academics and spirituality into your own life, to integrate. This is what you want to. Okay. So thank you all. You asked me the questions. Now I forgot all your questions. So you have the right to ask me freedom, but I have also freedom to answer you or not. So let us see. Whatever comes. You are holding your baby in your arm, and the baby, while waving the hand, gave you a slap. And it was a little bit strong, for example. Do you become angry with your baby? No. And why you are not angry with your baby? Because no, it is my baby, my child. You love everything neat and clean, and your clothes are very neat and clean. You are holding your baby and baby passed stool. Do you know what happened to me? I was young, in my school days. I was holding my nephew on my belly. He was a little baby boy, and I was making my belly to spring up and down. The baby can. So the baby was in his birthday suit. Do you know what happened? The baby's cistern opened, You know, and completely in my mouth. The thing is, we cannot become angry if we love. If we know that the person, that is the nature of that person, it's like this. Nature of the snake is to hiss. Nature of the tiger is to roar. Nature of the dog is to bark. But I can love the dog. I can love the... So, if I remember God's presence in all, okay, so we can love. If I remember God is with me, God is within me, I am the presence of divine, why should I be behaving if one person is shouting or screaming? So, we live in this modern world. In the modern world, time is short. And we want to achieve everything very quick. Nowadays, it is a very fast life. I was talking about the postcard, I switch over to other thought. Nowadays, in the modern time, instant, thank God I don't carry a mobile telephone with me. I borrow the mobile telephone and I use it. If there is something, I have no internet. If somebody sends something, if I am there, I reply. Otherwise, it is very difficult to manage. But nowadays, what is happening, you write and you expect reply immediately. So modern time, people are very impatient. It is, you can feel this. Everything should be like this. So how to slow down a little bit? People don't know it. Go in motion, but keep your mind not to be in hyperactive, not to be reactive, but to be dynamic and active. My Gurudev used to say, be calmly active and actively calm. So activity and calmness can simultaneously remain if we train our mind so that we can slow down, we can speed up, we can enjoy, we can accelerate. For the little children, I had this habit to read even while eating. I borrowed this habit maybe because of my great uncle. He was like that. Don't worry. Let it. If you tell the child, no, don't do this, no, don't do this, the child will be, slowly child will change himself. If somebody asked the child, what is your name? He said, I have two names. What is your name? My name is John. Everybody calls me John, but my mother has given me another name. What is your mother's? She said, no, John. No, John. Don't. No, John. So don't be. Now the question is, how to, in the spiritual life, we need a guru, a guide. It is true. So the question was, who finds whom? Do you know? You look at me, I look at you, we look at each other. Am I clear? You look at me, I look at you, we look at each other. You came and I hugged you, you also hold me, we hug each other. A baby is in the arm of the mother, the baby is keeping the cheeks near the mother's cheek. They are closer to each other. So it is the same thing with the guru and the disciple. They find each other. When I'll tell about my personal experience, when I came to my Gurudev, I did not know that he's going to my Gurudev. I just went because I was going, young college student in my late teen, early 20, I was going to many spiritual teachers. So I was attracted, I was attractive or he was attractive, I don't know, but we got attracted towards each other. That is what love is. That is what spirituality is. Spirituality is pure love. And worldly love, we know it. So this is, we find each other. Am I clear? Now the last question, if I think so, The young friend of mine asked me that in academia, in spirituality, how to integrate together. My young friend, I was also like you. I was also a good student, not out of pride, I will tell you. I was a good student and I was also spiritually hungry. So both got integrated in me. So just it depends upon your desire. If your desire is strong, you can succeed in both. And I did also. Do not only one thing I will tell you. Desire, only desire is not enough. Desire with love. I want to be and I'll put effort for that. So I'll not be just a dreamer because desire is a dream. With dream, there should be some effort. I want to excel academically. It depends on me. I should work hard. I should study enough. I should put right effort. I want to grow spiritually. I will find little time. Do you know, if you practice spirituality and your study together, with your peaceful mind, you can study more. You can be, do you know, I was telling somebody a few days ago, after finishing my master's, I went to the Himalayas. Spending a good period of time in the Himalayas, I came back, I found a job. And job of teaching economics. So when I went to join my college, if I describe myself, you'll smile. I had clean shaven head with a ponytail, with a mark on my forehead, with my traditional Indian white, Hindu clothes, with dhoti with kacha, and with a long shirt like this. Nobody will think that I was going to join as a teacher of economics. And I joined. Not only I joined, then I met my chairman. She was very beautiful. But in the meantime, I found there was some problem. She used to tell, taking my name, can you go to this class? Without preparation. I have come from the Himalayas with a clean, empty brain, nothing economics in my head. And she's telling, can you go to this class? One day I did. I went, I looked at everybody and I smiled at students, young student. I was 23, 24. I managed it. Next day, she said, can you go to that class? I thought she's harassing me. She should tell me before that you have to take this class, you get prepared. Later on, I realized it was a challenge for me to go to a class unprepared, ask the students, what are you being taught? And to teach them something, and keeping them attracted towards you. It was a challenge for me. I took this challenge. And my meditation helped. If you meditate, if you practice some spiritual discipline, your mind becomes so clean, so focused. You can study a lot, you can remember a lot, you can analyze very beautifully, you can be successful academically and spiritually. Thank you all. I think I answered. One left. Oh, I forgot. Thank you for reminding. How to deal with grief or sorrow when somebody near and dear ones leaves you. When I was a little boy, I saw the first death. It was 1967. I was 8 years old. Then I went, because you are not allowed to go to the cremation ground. In India, they cremate the body, and it is in a bush forest. I hid myself, and I saw this cremation. Hiding myself, I was 8 years old. Hiding myself and saw the entire cremation. It was quite, and so on. I have seen many deaths. from the age of 8. Do you know, life and death, it is two sides of the same coin. When we are born, death is accompanying us. And there is no guarantee when there is death. It can happen to anybody at any time, any moment. And we are scared of death, or we are sad that somebody left us. But death is a part of life, and death has a meaning. We don't understand it. My friend, if anybody leaves the body, we have to accept it. And leaving the body, it doesn't matter that one should be young or old. It doesn't matter one should be healthy or sick. There is no reason one has to live in any condition. We should prepare our mind. Death is a part of life. We have to welcome it. We should pray for the person who is dying or who is gone, and we send our love, not our tear, not our sadness. Can you imagine? Death should be a celebration. I died. You said, when did you die? I died of a snake bite. What? You died of a snake bite? Now you are talking? I died in the snake bite, and my body was taken to the cremation ground, and the cremation ground, the pyre, normally the snake bite in my state don't cremate. They either bury or they float the dead body in river water. But here they cremated, and my eldest brother was going to lit fire, and I got up. It was a dream. In a dream. And it was so vivid. I was so sad when I got up, you know. Oh God, why did I get up? I was a schoolboy. This was my dream. I was eagerly waiting because I was witnessing the dream. I was eagerly waiting, if the body will be cremated, what will happen to me? That was a dream, but very vivid. Until now I remember it. Life is a dream. We should accept truth of life. My friend, pray. Pray for the departed one. Pray for the one who is unwell. If you have time, do not, again, to tell you, the modern time, we do not have time to spend with each other, to sit with each other, to hold the hand of somebody, to speak with some people. Find time, sit with them, give little love, little joy, little prayer. That is needed in this modern life. We'll meditate for few minutes. Wherever you are, you sit with spine straight. Please close your eyes. Remember that this body is the temple. Living and moving temple. In the temple, there is an altar. Inside the body temple, you find your own altar. In your heart, or midpoint of eyebrows, or on the top of the head. Wherever you feel comfortable, you go to that altar in the body temple of yours. Breath is your life. No breath, no life. Watch your breath. Every inhalation, exhalation you watch. How air is flowing in through the nostril, going into the body. How air is coming out through the nostril. Friction of air, movement of air. Inhale in love. Exhale in peace. Inhale in love. Exhale in peace. Inhale, slow, long, deep, full capacity. Exhale, slow, long, deep, and completely. Inhale, slow, long, deep. Exhale, slow, long, and complete. Inhale in love. Exhale in peace. Practice few more times. Yourself. One minute in silence. Normal, natural breath, but conscious. Om Shanti. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Let there be peace in our personal life, peace and harmony in the family, in the society, in the country, among the countries, and let there be peace everywhere on this beautiful planet and in the entire universe. Om. Amen. Thank you all. I'm finished.